Hello and welcome to another vlogmas video. Things are falling, what a start. 10 years ago today I posted a video of a dance that I did for a choreography competition at my dance school. And today my plan is to make a video painting my nails and having a natter about dance. I don't think the painting nails is relevant other than the fact that I want to paint my nails and these really need redoing. Let's do that, shall we? My battery light is already flashing though, so I'm gonna change that before I have wet nail varnish on. There we go. First things first, I need to take off my old nail varnish. It looks black, but it's actually dark green and sparkly, but you can't tell unless I'm in the right light. So do I have regrets in buying this nail varnish? Yes. So yeah, first things first, I used these nail polish remover pads that I picked up from Superdrug I think, but they were rubbish, so I add in some of my own nail varnish remover and that seems to do the trick. I only really got into doing my nails because I found this colour I liked in Primark and I was like, oh, it's cheap, I'll give it a go. And it's like a gel effect nail polish, but it's just a gel polish, nail polish, sorry. I found it was really good. It didn't chip very easily, so I committed. And then I also went and bought like a base coat and a top coat from Primark because that is now my go-to place to buy nail products, and I find it just makes them last even longer. My nails grow really quickly and they do chip because I don't really look after them, but I'm not too fussed about them looking chipped. To be fair, I think part of the reason I planned to make this video whilst doing my nails was to just force me to spend some time doing my nails before Christmas. I've picked this lovely, I don't know how well you'll be able to see it, I think it's quite a nice red shade. But what I really wanted to talk about today was dancing, because 10 years ago I posted a video of me dancing, which at the time felt incredibly brave because the kind of girls that I was dancing with as a 17-year-old were ones that would go on to dance professionally. I think out of the people that were in my class, maybe 75% of them are now professional dancers or working with professional dancers. I think one of them's a physio at the Royal Ballet School or something, which is really cool. I obviously am not. I definitely don't have the physique of a dancer. When I tell people I do ballet, they're like, oh really? And I'm like, yes, I know, a fat person doing ballet, what a concept. But I do still dance. My relationship with dance has always kind of been related to my relationship with my body, which has never really been good. But when I went to uni, I was determined to keep dancing. Not really from an exercise perspective, more from a I'm obsessed with dance and I love it perspective. But the only dance option at my uni was to essentially join a division of the cheer team, and that vibe was not my vibe. Then when I came home from uni and lived with my mum for a bit, it didn't take me very long to go back to my old dance school and start doing tap classes again, but again it definitely wasn't at the same level. I did tap for about a year and then we moved out. I did look for a dance school in the town that we lived in, but I couldn't find any that did adult classes. Yeah, so we moved to this new town and I did try asking around. I worked at Next, so I asked a couple of colleagues there whether they knew of any dance schools that did adult classes, but I couldn't find any. But then 6 months into living in that town, COVID hit anyway, so any classes that I would have been doing or could have been doing would have been cancelled and would have been on-off cancelled for the next year and a half. It was maybe a year into COVID that we moved into this house anyway, which is in a different town to our old house. We moved here in the April, and it was around the August time, because I know that most dance schools run on the same term time as schools. I decided to look into finding a dance school, and I found one that's about, it's maybe 20-25 minute drive from where I live, but it had a good vibe. I kind of sent them an email and said, look, this is the level I was dancing at when I was a teenager, is this going to be a suitable class for me? And they said yes. And September 22, no, it can't have been 22, September 21, I started dancing again. I was doing 3 classes a week. I felt like I was a teenager again. It was so much fun. I was doing tap, ballet and jazz, and I really enjoyed it. A few months later, I even did a show. I did a show with dance, so that was a real throwback, but it did make me feel ancient. Lots of things kind of happened, like the teacher that I had for 2 of my classes moved away to America, so there was a big shake-up with the teaching, and then the teacher that took over, she got pregnant, so she went on maternity leave, and classes just kept being moved around and cancelled. So I don't do jazz anymore because that doesn't exist as a class at the school I go to, and I stopped going to the adult tap class because I just found it wasn't challenging enough. So I went to the grade tap class with a couple of 17-year-olds, and I really hope I didn't make them feel uncomfortable or awkward at all. Then the time of that class changed to a time that was too early and I couldn't really get there. I don't do tap anymore, which I'm really gutted about because tap's my favourite. But one thing I have started doing is that as well as my ballet class, I've also joined a point work class. So not only do I do ballet with the flat shoes, but I also do them with the point shoes, which is a huge step, especially for someone who's a bit older. It can be real taxing on the ankles, but it's something I'm really enjoying. I love ballet so much. Ironically, I'm better at ballet now as an adult than I was as a teenager because I have a much better ballet teacher now than I did then. She just explained things in a way that my brain understands, and I feel like I'm a better dancer because of it. It's not like I'm ever going to be a professional dancer. It's not that kind of level. That's not what I'm aiming for. Yeah, I'm really enjoying ballet. I love my teacher. I've got some really good friends in the class. It's as much a social thing as it is an exercise thing, which is perfect for me at the moment. I would love to be dancing more. I would love for dance to be my main form of exercise, but one, it's expensive and it's time consuming, especially being at a dance school where the studio is 25-minute drive from my house, because even if I go for a 1-hour class, I spend the best part of an hour getting there and back as well. But I think another thing that I've realised as an adult who has now realised she is probably autistic is that dance is absolutely one of my special interests, which is why I was so dedicated to it despite the fact that I was never going to be able to go professional. My teachers when I was a teenager made it abundantly clear with their favouritism that I was not going to be the kind of person who should audition for a dance school. We would spend so much of my tap and modern classes talking about where people were auditioning and what they were planning to do, and I would never get a look in. They'd never ask me. I was never a contender, which definitely had an impact on my mental health, but that's a conversation for another day. It's not even just that I want to get better at dance, it's that I'm tailoring my gym workouts to work on the things that I know I need to improve in dance. So a lot of ballet particularly comes from leg strength and ankle strength and, you know, being strong in your lower body. So I've kind of tailored my workouts to focus on that, and when I'm working with my personal trainer, who I see once a month, mostly as an accountability thing more than anything else, she helps me essentially devise a program where I can work on that strength, and I tell her essentially how each exercise can be helpful in ballet. Although spending so much time on ballet in the last year and a half or so has really given me a new appreciation for ballet, tap will still always be my favourite. I absolutely love tap. I think it's so clever. I love how the rhythms work, and it can just be so much fun. I think it's so underrated as a dance style, and I really want to find another class so I can start doing tap dancing again. I basically miss doing 3 classes a week because it was a lot of commitment and it was hard to fit around having a social life, and especially where my husband doesn't work a standard like 9 to 5 job. He's away at really inconsistent times. It kind of did mean that I was actually sacrificing spending some time with him, but it was really good for me. I don't think I've been that fit and healthy for a very long time. I enjoyed it. That was the main thing. I think exercise is such a difficult thing to get right because the go-to as an adult is to just go to the gym and walk on a treadmill or go running or whatever, and I think those can be really boring if you're not interested in doing them. This is the thing with when I paint my nails, is what I need to do is paint my nails, and then once they're dry, oh my god, I've dropped this twice now. I'm not doing very well. Oh yeah, I was talking about how I'm not very good at painting my nails neatly, so what I tend to do is paint them messily, and then next time I go in the shower that like cleans all the excess off my skin. I've done one coat and I don't really have anything else to say, so I'm going to end this video here. This is very much a throwback style of vlog where I literally just do something else and have a chat, and this has been really fun to film, so I hope it's been enjoyable to watch as well. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow for another vlogmas video. Thanks, bye!